Imagine a dark night in the hidden mist village. The silver moon shines brightly in the sky, casting a pale light over the tall trees. The wind rustles the dry leaves, whispering tales of mystery and tension. In this atmospheric setting, two figures emerge from the shadows, their presence adding a new layer of intensity to the night. On one hand, we have Zabuza, the feared swordsmaster. Renowned for his sharp gaze and massive sword, he is a force to be reckoned with. He moves stealthily through the shadows, every step echoing with the power and ruthlessness that have defined his journey. Opposite him we find Haku, the young master of ice crystals. His eyes gleam with determination, reflecting the countless hours spent honing his skills and mastering his art. He stands poised, carefully preparing his cuts, his youthful vigor contrasting with the wisdom that belies his years. Their relationship is complex, a blend of mentorship and rivalry. Zabuza, the experienced warrior, has guided Haku, nurturing his potential and teaching him the ways of battle. But tonight, the dynamics have changed. Tonight, the student challenges the master. The tension is palpable as they stand on the edge of the ancient forest, a setting as timeless as their impending confrontation. The air seems to hold its breath, waiting for the clash that is about to unfold. The anticipation builds, the silence deepens, and then Zabuza breaks it. His voice cuts through the stillness, as cold as the ice that Haku commands. "Haku," he says, "it's time to see if your training has been enough to surpass me." Haku responds, his voice calm yet steely. "Master Zabuza, I've become stronger to show you that I can handle any challenge." As Zabuza's steps break the silence of the night, Haku focuses his chakra, preparing to overcome his mentor and protector. Their eyes meet, and in that moment, they know that their lives will never be the same. This is the night of confrontation, the night that will define their futures. Zabuza turns his attention to Haku, his eyes as cold as ice, and says, "Haku, it's time to see if your training has been enough to surpass me." As the words hang heavy in the air, the battle is set into motion. This isn't merely a fight, it's a pivotal moment in their intertwined destinies. Zabuza, the feared swordsmaster, breaks the silence, his massive sword slicing through the air. The force behind his swing is enough to stir the leaves on the forest floor. This isn't just any attack, it's a testament of his years of experience and mastery over the blade. On the other side, Haku, the young master of ice crystals, dances swiftly among the deadly cuts. His eyes gleam with a determination that is as unyielding as the ice crystals he commands. His every move is a ballet of agility and precision, a beautiful contrast to the brute force of Zabuza's attacks. The forest becomes an arena, a stage for this duel of shifting dynamics. The air crackles with tension, each rustle of the leaves, each whisper of the wind, echoing the intense confrontation. As the battle unfolds, it becomes a game of strategy. Every move is calculated, every strike a potential game-changer. Zabuza's sword cuts through the air with dizzying speed, while Haku's ice crystals shimmer in the moonlight, creating a mesmerizing spectacle. But this isn't a mere spectacle, it's a deadly dance of power and skill. Haku's heart might be heavy, but his resolve is stronger. He knows the stakes, understands the weight of this confrontation. And in this moment, he isn't just the apprentice, he's a formidable adversary, standing his ground against his mentor. As the blades clash and the ice crystals whirl, the forest is alive with the echoes of their battle. An epic clash between master and apprentice unfolds, setting the scene for a story that will be etched into the annals of the hidden mist village. The forest witnesses an epic clash between master and apprentice. However, Haku has something extra. With each move, he adapts his strategy, finding the cracks in Zabuza's approach. It was more than just a battle of strength, it was a test of wits and adaptability. Haku's eyes, gleaming with determination, searched for the openings in his master's defense. Every strike Zabuza made, every move he took, Haku analyzed and adapted, turning his mentor's strength into his own advantage. He moved with grace and precision, his ice crystals dancing around him like a shield. They were more than just weapons. They were an extension of his will, a manifestation of his determination. He used them not just to defend, but to attack, to confound, to outmaneuver. The ice crystals merged with the wind, creating a mesmerizing dance of shimmering flakes that surrounded the young fighter. It was a spectacle of power and beauty, a testament to Haku's mastery over his craft. The battle was intense, the stakes high. Haku knew he had to prove himself, not just to his master, but to himself. He had to show that he was more than just an apprentice, that he was a warrior, a master in his own right. As the battle raged on, a shadow of doubt began to creep into Zabuza's mind. Haku was no longer the young boy he had taken under his wing. He was a formidable opponent, his determination shining through every move he made. With each passing moment, Haku's strength and resolve became more evident, his potential as a warrior undeniable. The turning point came with a swift and decisive move. Haku found an opening, a split-second opportunity, and he took it. With a flurry of ice crystals, he disarmed Zabuza, his massive sword clattering to the ground. Then, with a quick movement, he immobilized his master, proving his superior skill and strategy. The forest fell silent as Zabuza stood there, disarmed and defeated. Haku stood tall and strong, his eyes filled with a mix of triumph and sadness. He had proven himself, but at the cost of defeating his mentor. With a swift attack, Haku disarms Zabuza and immobilizes him. It was the turning point of the battle, a moment that would forever change their dynamic, shifting the balance of power between master and apprentice. With a sad smile, Haku says, "Master, I have surpassed you. I hope you understand that this was my path." Zabuza, the formidable swordsmaster, is disarmed, immobilized, and for the first time in a long while, vulnerable. But his eyes, usually as cold as ice, now shine with warmth and pride. He looks at Haku, his young apprentice standing before him, no longer a boy, but a man who has surpassed his master. There's no bitterness in his eyes, only acceptance and a deep-seated pride. He responds, his voice a whisper in the night. "You have grown into a true warrior. I am glad to see how far you have come." With those words, Zabuza acknowledges his defeat, a gesture of honor that speaks volumes about the respect and trust he has for Haku. The battle between Zabuza and Haku, master and apprentice, ends with a surprising twist. The apprentice surpasses the master, a testament to Haku's growth and determination. This confrontation wasn't just about physical strength or abilities. It was a battle of wills, a battle of growth, and ultimately, a passage of legacy. In the aftermath of the battle, the Hidden Mist village is forever changed. The village, which had once feared Zabuza, now looks upon Haku with awe and respect. The battle has left an indelible mark on the villagers, a story that would be passed down from generation to generation. Haku, once the young master of ice crystals, is now a master in his own right. He carries with him the lessons from Zabuza, his mentor, and the experience of a battle that tested his limits. But more than that, he carries the legacy of Zabuza, the swordsmaster, forward. Zabuza, on the other hand, finds peace in his defeat. He knows he has left behind a worthy successor, a young man who has the strength, the will, and the heart to carry on his legacy. The moon shines brightly in the starry sky, witnessing a confrontation that would remain in the memory of the Hidden Mist village. Haku has become a master of his art, and Zabuza finds peace, knowing he left behind a worthy successor.